Hey buddy, what's up? UltraMag64 here. Today is Monday, which means it's time for another Pixel Perfect. And this week I bring you giant 3D derpy. Because I'm that crazy. So this is actually like a 3D sculpture. I don't know how. I don't know how they did it, but it is incredibly show accurate. Like, it is down to the derp eyes show accurate. It is amazing. It is ginormous. This thing is huge. There is just no possible way you could put this much stuff in a giant derpy. There's just so much here. I bet I could live in this thing if I wanted to. I'm surprised nothing is not like hollowed out or something with different crazy stuff inside it, but I don't think it is. And I'm not gonna break it to find out. But it is just insane. There is everything is placed perfectly. I'm almost curious as to how he made it. He or she made it. Because it is just insane. There's a ton of stuff, and this is my first 3D sculpture, by the way, and it blows my mind. If all 3D sculptures are like this, holy cow, we are in trouble, because there is just so much awesome in the world. I mean, it's gigantic. I didn't think this thing would be as big as it is, but it's like, it just, I almost dare say it rivals it takes the entire limit to the sky. I don't know. I don't want to test that, but I have a feeling it's just so gigantic. And even the tail is even accurate. To the ruffles in the tail. I almost wonder if they used the derpy toy for this. I wouldn't put it past them. Because this thing is beautiful. This is beautiful. The weird thing, though, is and I guess this is kind of actually accurate, although I have never looked at a pony, up from below, I guess. Especially a Pegasus, but the wings appear to be kind of, separate from the body, which is actually accurate, I suppose, genetically, I don't know. I don't know the word to say, but point is, it's actually pretty accurate. I'd imagine that, they're not glued to their sides. But I did find it kind of weird at first. I was like, why is that there? Is that a mess up? Nope, it's supposed to be there. And also, it's a little dark. I have to admit, during the night, it was especially very dark. There's no lighting whatsoever in this thing, which I can understand because there's no real way you can put lighting in there without messing up the sculpture itself. So if you do download this, I would recommend using it during the day. I don't know. Whatever you plan to do with this giant derpy sculpture is up to you. Also, I might want to add that if you don't have MC Edit, you cannot use this thing, because they only provide an MC Edit schematic. So, while that's good for if you already have an existing world that you want to derpy in, it's not so good for those of you who don't know how to use MC Edit, so just be warned by that. But I can't even imagine. I'd love to see this with, like, the Twilight Sparkle style texture pack where it was completely show accurate colors and everything. I'd love to see that. Although I think it might look a little bit, dare I say, derpy. Yeah, I'm never using that again. But I do think that if they did do that, it would be a little weird, because this thing is actually 3D, and I don't know if the texture pack would actually work that well in 3D. But it could. It could. It astonishes me how mind-blowing this is. Like, even the cutie mark. Granted, the cutie mark, I'm not sure. I don't count the bubbles on Derpy's butt, okay? But I'm pretty sure that there's actually 6, not 4. Pretty sure. Don't quote me on it. I'm not gonna look it up. I'm just saying, I'm just shot in the dark here. I think there's actually 6 bubbles, not 4. But I could be wrong. And I love how everything is connected. Like, even if you go down into the, under her, everything's connected. The legs, the back legs, everything is just nice and neat, and it looks nice and neat, especially from a distance. This thing looks freaking gorgeous from a distance. This thing is just so, just blows my mind. I mean, it's just crazy. one of the things I guess I could if I have to nitpick about something, it would probably be that the wings, you lose the wings in the whole, you kind of lose the wings in the body. Because they're on the side, and you can't really see them. It's a little hard to see them, and that's just a nitpick. And I don't think there's any way to fix that without putting an outline there and then messing up the whole thing. So, kudos to you, good sir or madam, for making, doing crazy stuff that's awesome looking. And it appears we actually do have some lighting under here. I don't know if the cam has ended or not, but I think there's some lighting under here. It's hollow! Holy cow, I did not know this thing was hollow. Wow. Alright, so this thing is actually completely hollow. That is amazing. So you could technically live in here. I don't know if why you would want to, but this thing is hollow, so if you wanted to live inside Derpy, you can go right ahead and do so. That's a little creepy, but okay! We all have our little things we want to do in life, and if that's your goal in life is to live inside a giant Derpy, then that's fine by me. It's even inside this thing, it's crazy. Yeah, let's put it back and see how well lit it is in here. Where's the light coming from? Like, there's light that's coming from this somewhere, and it's weird. It's crazy. It's interesting. Random light. Whatever. I am inside Derpy's head. I think it would have been cooler if, like, you could actually go inside without breaking it, obviously, but if you could go inside and, like, it was all the anatomy and stuff was in there, the skeleton and stuff, that'd be really kind of cool, actually. I think that'd be really neat, something neat to do. Again, I don't know the anatomy of ponies, so I probably don't have any room to talk, but it looks a little barren. But again, you're probably not supposed to be in here, so do with what you will. And I'm inside Derpy's hair. A thing I never thought I'd say. Wow, it is really yellow. I mean, duh, it's yellow, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean, people. I'm still wondering where that light is coming from. There's a random light source that I can't find. And it is just weird. Everything's weird. But this thing is amazing. Like, this blows my mind. I just can't even begin to express how awestruck I am by this thing. It is just so wonderful. I can really tell that whoever made this put a ton of work into it, and a lot of care and love, and just all around, they put their heart and soul into it, and I love it. This has got to be one of my most favorite of things that I've showcased on the Map Mondays show, Map Mondays, Pixel Perfect show, because it is just so good. It's stuff like this that gets me up in the morning. So let's get out of here. I'm stuck. Derpy, I'm stuck in your forehead. I think I need a little help. How can I not get out of here? There we go. Alright, let's just put that back. It's an amazing piece of art. I honestly can tell you this is art, because someone took a bunch of time to make this thing. Even the ears have, like, little indentations in it, and it just looks so good. Oh, I just want to eat you. I wish you were cake. I would eat you. Giant cake Derpy. That'd be delicious. I would so eat a giant cake Derpy. How many people of you would eat a giant cake Derpy? Like, come on. I know, like, everyone would love that. It is just so darn delicious, I bet. Giant cake Derpy. But here we have it at night, and as you can see, if you didn't notice it from the cam, it gets very dark. In fact, I had to turn it on peaceful because stuff was starting to spawn under and around and all over her, and it just was not cool. But again, I can see both sides of the coin here. It looks very dark at night, but again, you're probably supposed to look at it during the day. So, But it is just, I just can't, there are no words for this thing. This thing is wonderful. It really is. In fact, I'm gonna take a picture of my derpy toy and show you guys a comparison shot of these two together, because, I mean, it's just so accurate. I literally almost want to think that they used the toy as reference. I don't know for sure. I don't know the artist, but I would love to ask them that, because I would put money on it that they did, because it's just so good. And if they didn't, then that's even better, because you're an amazing person. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Pixel Perfect Derpy. You want to get in this shot? Yeah, you know you do. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Pixel Perfect. If you did, please hit the like button down below. And if you want to go download this awesome, amazing, derptastic art, then the link is in the description down below, with the MC edit schematic and whatnot, and you can download and play with Derpy to your heart's content. You know, live inside her and, I don't know, live inside her. I don't know. Whatever you guys want. Or just marvel at her gigantic beauty. But anyway, guys, I am lminecraft. Make sure to tune in next week for more of Pixel Perfect. Until then, I am lminecraft. As always, happy gaming!